Hello, I am the Faceless Mermaid, and before we start this video, I want to say that if you choose to copy this, you are doing so at your own risk and discretion. I have already acknowledged the risk associated with my walls, my fins, and any potential harm that may arise, so this is at your own risk and discretion. Thank you. Hello, I am the Faceless Mermaid, or at least that's what I've chosen to call myself, and as you are seeing before you, I have quite a few monofins. Today I am going to be showing off the wall I made for them and showing the process that it took. Now, one more disclaimer before I get started. If you are copying this, you do so at your own risk/discretion. I have acknowledged the risks in my own home. Please do your own research aside from this video. Do not assume my video is perfect, and know that there are better methods to accomplish what I accomplished. I'm only using this to store lightweight monofins/fins I don't use very often. Now, let's get started. The supplies I used are a sample size of paint, a 1/4 inch 8-inch peg hooks that are rated for 10 pounds, a 4-foot by 2-foot pegboard, and over-the-door hooks. There are probably better supplies for this, but this is what I used. Now, for painting. When painting this, I did end up having a few minor issues. Because it's a pegboard, using a brush caused a lot of bristles to break, and I had to pick them out from the paint. If I tried to recreate this in the future, I would honestly use a paint roller instead. Paint also got into the pegboard holes that I kind of had to clean up later on because they would kind of cake up the holes. Also, a realization for if I ever try to recreate this is that I will probably sand and then paint. The paint just sitting on top of this kind of like glossy finish it has comes off super easily, and like basically if anything touches it, it scratches or just scratches right off. So those are definitely some improvements I would want to do if I ever decide to remake this in the future. I will say that the paint dried relatively easy though and didn't take super long. That's a plus. Hanging up the board, I use these hooks. They're called over-the-door hooks, and typically they use them for like closet hanger things. I kind of put them in the holes here, but if I were to do this in the future, I would probably do my original plan that I had, which was to use like actual screw-in hooks that would attach to the board. Well, this is what it looks like once it's kind of hung up. Now, the way I decided to start aligning the hooks was like completely arbitrary, kind of. It was just, I counted like I think 7 of the holes from each side and then put the hooks in there. I just kind of tried to make it centered so that the weight was like kind of distributed evenly, but honestly I have no way of knowing if it is actually distributed evenly. On the back of the board, I did put tape on the backs of the hooks because, as you can see, it's sitting against a closet door. So I wanted some protection from it kind of just slamming into the door all the time. I will try to find a better way to do that, and I think I may try to use foam or something, but that's what I did for the time being. But with all of the hooks in, I then added my monofins. Now, originally I had put them like foot pocket down, but that causes the hooks to sort of bow outward, and I didn't really want any unnecessary stress on the board since it's not all that structurally sound. So before I filmed this, I tried to put heavier monofins on there, and it does not work in the slightest. There's just not enough to keep it from falling over/bending the hooks. But this does work fine for my lightweight plastic monofins. Now, with all of that being said, this is the finished product. It is a cutesy little monofin wall. There's only 3 monofins on it. They're all super lightweight and don't cause enough stress, I think, for anything to happen. But like I said, if you are going to try this or try to copy this, I would 100% do way more research than, you know, this video. I would go in and look at like actual weight ratings and try to make sure, you know, that you're doing this to the best of your abilities. So far, this is what's holding up for me, and I'm okay with it because I don't use 2 monofins like nearly at all anymore. And the top one I am kind of phasing out. So I would make this like 10 times better in the future if I could. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for looking at my video. I know there was a lot of this that was just me being like, don't do this. But I want to advocate for you guys to be safe and safely store your monofins. But thank you for watching. Subscribe, like if you liked the video. Other than that, hopefully I'll be posting more videos soon. Bye!